Miles put it right when he said, "You're both big. I don't want to get between you too often." I don't blame him.
Well, Billy Miles is not a big guy. Of course, was the Australian amateur and professional bantamweight champion. Had a magnificent professional career until he ran into the bigger and faster and stronger Johnny Famechon. But certainly now one of Australia's very best referees. He's refereed a number of world title fights, and this is a great contest for him to be doing. Harding against McSwain. It shapes up as being a very exciting fight.
He's no stranger to Australian boxing. McSwain, a couple of years ago, he staged a memorable fight with Victorian Ramrod Carr, and was described by Fist magazine as one of the best seen in Victoria in many years. 26 years of age, the American. He's been a pro fighter for 9 years.
Well, that's right, Ray. He's only 26, but he's been around a long time. You look at the record of Stacy McSwain. He hasn't had a great deal of success in terms of victories in bouts fought, but he has been in there with really some of the best fighters in the world. Guys like Wilfred Benitez, who won world titles at 3 different weight divisions. Iran Barkley, the man that knocked out Thomas Hearns. Michael Olajide, who fought Hearns in his most recent bout. He's really been in there with a lot of class. And he's also fought Robbie Sims, Marvin Hagler's brother, the man that fought for the world middleweight title. And he really, as I say, he's really been there with a lot of class. Hasn't won many of the fights against the big boys, but he always gives a good account of himself. And against Ramrod Carr down in Melbourne, well, they climbed off the canvas to turn on a really savage brawl, and Howard Lee, that great Melbourne fight reporter, reckoned it was one of the best fights he's ever seen, and believe me, he's seen plenty.
So while all that was going on, as Brantley clued us up on McSwain, he's actually landed 3 or 4 punches, only light though they may be. Harding absolutely concentrating to the maximum. McSwain tries to swing him to the ground, or to the canvas.
Well, Harding, he's certainly not throwing caution to the wind. He's being very precise with his defence. He's taking absolutely no chances against this American. He wants to get back on the winning trail in a big way, and he's really going to try and set up this American with some powerful jabs before he does anything else, and that's what he's trying to do in this first round. McSwain trying a little bit of rough stuff, but Harding's experienced enough to not go for any of that.
He looks very composed, Jeff Harding, does he not?
He certainly does. We're used to seeing him as the man in all black, the bad man of boxing. Tonight he's wearing the colours of the St George Rugby League Club. Of course, his trainer Manny Hinton, a great St George man for 30 years or so, and he believes that Harding can rekindle the glory days, so to speak, of St George way back in the 50s and 60s and get back on that winning streak.
McSwain jabbing, and that's the first time that Harding's really gone after him, but he hasn't really done very much in round 1, Harding, apart from stalking his opponent, having a good look at him. The end of round 1, the end of the first, 9 to go, maybe.
Just caution a little bit more.
Let's listen to Manny Hinton in the corner.
You all right?
Yep.
Come on, get him around. Come on, you can follow up with a right in the cage, and you can really give him that right in. Give him more, mate. Double left right in. Yeah. Falling a bit short with the left. Yeah. Well done, bro. Well, you know, we'll move into it. You're taking your time. You're going good. Yeah. Just keep your hands up like you're doing and just take your time. That's good.
Yeah, when you jet him, when you bump his head, when you step down.
Well, Manny Hinton could be clearly heard saying to Jeff, just take your time, keep your hands up, take it like you've been taking it, and you're going good, you're doing fine. They're using this, I think, as more than a fight as the undercard, the main undercard to Nelson and Laporte. They've got a mission.
Well, the mission, of course, is to get Jeff Harding back into the world title picture. Of course, Dennis Andres is being lined up to fight Guy Waters in December, and hopefully the winner of that bout is going to fight Harding. It's a three-way slugfest, really. Andres, Waters, and this man Jeff Harding, and really Harding holds the key if he can regain that championship form, because certainly when Jeff Harding is firing, there are very few guys in the world more exciting than him. Stacy McSwain certainly feels that way. He says that he idolises this man Jeff Harding, but he wants to beat him just the same. And in McSwain's corner, hillbilly Jim Hodge is encouraging him to throw more right hands and really start to bustle Harding, but easier said than done.
McSwain getting through again with that left lead, and then he went downstairs, but Harding at no stage has been flustered. A very precise Jeff Harding, collected, purposeful, working on a plan that, as Grantley said, hopefully will take him back to the centre stage of the light heavyweights.
Well, we're used to seeing Harding come out swinging from round one and just wear his opponents out. This is good work by him. He's trying to measure McSwain, trying to slip that jab and counterpunch, really get the skills back that put him on the path to success in the first place.
That's what I said. He looks purposeful. He's precise. He looks like a student at work. He's gone back to school, done his homework, and now he's doing what Hinton wants him to do.
Yes, he does. I'd like to see him follow up that jab, though, with a big right hand over the top.
I don't think it's too far away.
He's trying to measure the guy. McSwain showing a great deal of ring craft in there. He certainly knows sitting duck, that's for sure. Had a lot of fights, Stacy McSwain, but not showing too many effects at this moment. He's slipping a lot of those jabs that come from Harding.
He has got those jabs through on numerous occasions, but none of them have really troubled Jeff, although, of course, they are building up points. And I guess if one had to be honest, on points, McSwain has dealt the more punches, scoring punches, at this point in the fight.
Yes, he has. Harding's just heard you, right? He's got very good hearing, Jeff Harding, and he fought it on there, but McSwain coming back. Harding, there's the left hook. Well, we were wondering how long it would be before we saw that one. I'd like to see him start banging him downstairs now.
Right above us in a neutral corner.
This is what Harding does so well.
Oh, McSwain is taking plenty of punishment now. Some of those blows are getting through and they're hurting. I'm looking at the eyes of McSwain.
Oh, big one underneath from Harding. That hurt McSwain. Again, and McSwain in a lot of trouble.
Oh! The end of the round. We're going to take a break and be back for more of the excitement from the Sydney Entertainment Centre in a moment. Who thought he was going all right?
Well, we thought he was going all right too, but Jeff Harding had other ideas. He started to unload the big stuff. Makes all the difference, those big punches from Jeff Harding.
Harding comes out for the start of round 3. They weren't very friendly eyes that were looking across at McSwain. And McSwain, as Grantley said, idolises Harding. He may not after this.
He may have a different opinion if he gets any more of those left hooks to the body, because that's where Harding does all the damage. He really knocks the wind out of an opponent, and McSwain's opinion of Harding certainly changed towards that end of that second round. He started to hate him quite a lot.
He was looking at him as if to say, I want to be your friend, not your foe. Anyway, we're in the middle of round 3. And Harding again resorts to the game plan, if I can use that expression. But now he peppers him with the left. McSwain tries to get one through the guard again of Harding, but Harding has gone up a gear.
Yes, he certainly came out in this third round a lot more determined than he had in the first two. Encouraged by his performance at the end of the second round.
A couple of good punches by McSwain, nevertheless. They both got through. They might antagonise the former champion. That's the biggest risk that McSwain runs. Blood coming from the nose of McSwain, where he took some punishment at the end of the second. Again, he gets the left through. Loses his footing. No punch involved.
There's a lot of water in that corner of Stacy McSwain. Harding slipped on it earlier in the third round. Some big shots going in there in close way. McSwain loading up on the hook.
Got him with a super left. Turn McSwain around. He shanghaied off the ropes. Harding going down below. Then he comes to the top. Left and right combination.
McSwain in trouble again. His feet are all over the place. He looks a very tired and frustrated fighter. We're only into the third round, but gee, Harding has put him under a lot of pressure. He's taking some stick now, Stacy McSwain. This is where Harding can really do a lot of damage. But he's let McSwain off the ropes here. Taking his time, Jeff Harding.
Harding just dealing out punishment. McSwain fights back valiantly. It's only a matter of time, maybe only a matter of seconds. McSwain has dropped his guard.
Harding's power really evident in these exchanges in close. You can really see the ferocity of those shots from these great Sky Channel camera angles. Harding unloading the left hook. It really is a dangerous punch. One of the best punches in the light heavyweight division.
He went straight down. He's going to get up.
That's it.
Well, he's done a belly flop.
That's it. He beat the count, but he was in no condition to continue. Went face first on the canvas. Very, very gamely climbed to his feet, but gee, there was no way he could continue. Harding really popped him with a big shot there, and he looks very, very badly hurt.
Billy Miles has called it off.
Very badly hurt.
Win by Jeff Harding, a knockout victory. The end of round 3. Stacy McSwain, he did a complete belly flop at the end after